Hi, I'm Ellen. I'm one of the nurse practitioners here in general surgery. I work with the surgical team that takes care of patients that have a diagnosis of ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease specifically. We are specifically making this for your viewing because to answer any questions or concerns that you have about what is an ostomy and how does it feel like having one, and we have two of our great patients who have volunteered to discuss this with us and with you and try to alleviate any fears that you have and from their personal experience and perspective. Our goal Sandy and my goal has always been to treat teens as that they need to know what's happening to their body and to ask questions and not be afraid to ask any questions because it is happening to them, so that they can have more control over what's going on with them personally and understand their disease, the surgery, and the whole process of what we do here to try to make them better and cure their ulcerative colitis and make them the healthy individuals that they are now.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I had ulcerative colitis for about 2.5 years, and I've been disease-free for 9 months.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm 13 years old, and I've had ulcerative colitis for about 7 months, and my third surgery is going to be around November or December.
My name is Sandy, and I am a nurse practitioner, and I'm also a certified wound ostomy and continence nurse. Doing a video like this has always been a dream of mine because I think it's so much easier for kids to hear from other kids about what it was like to have an ostomy.
What did you think the bag would look like?
And I thought it looked like a fanny pack, like it would be like right here,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like attached, like around your back.
So that it would be on the outside that people would be able to see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
So
And
that
then
was
it would
very
be, what size did you think it was going to be?
Oh, I thought it was. I thought when it got full, it'd be like that big, and
Oh,
like
no.
I was like so worried.
Yeah,
So what did it really look like?
And it's just kind of like flat and long,
and
not
that
noticeable.
you could, and unnoticeable, so did you ever feel like anybody saw it, that you could take care of it easily and hide it with your clothing?
Yeah.
No worries, you wore the same clothes that you wore before?
Yep.
You didn't have to buy any special clothing or
Mhm.
special things,
Yeah.
right?
And Alex, what were you saying about, what did you think the ostomy bag was going to, even though you both saw one before your operation?
Yeah.
When it was actually on you, what'd you think?
Well, I first thought it was going to be shorter than it actually was, but it was a lot longer, but I just tucked it under my pants and it was fine. Didn't have any problems.
How often do you empty the bag?
4 to 6 times a day. Compared to going to the bathroom, like 8 to 10, like I used to when I was sick, it was a big improvement. I just felt so much better.
And how about for you?
Yeah, same with me. I've definitely gone to the bathroom less than before.
And would you just go into the bathroom, or were you trying to like empty your pouch into all kinds of weird containers and things, or would you just sit
Well,
on the toilet
I would just like go to the like whenever I had to go pee, I just go and empty
and
it.
empty your pouch
Yeah.
at the same time?
You too, Al?
Yep.
You do the same thing?
Same exact thing.
What was your biggest fear?
Like, I
that
was
all work.
worried that it would leak and like people would see it, but so far that hasn't happened.
Okay,
Well, it's leaked, but it's not a big deal. But no one's really like noticed or asked about it. So
And you had it for how long?
like 8 months.
And so your biggest fear was that it would leak all the time, but that hasn't really happened.
Mm-hmm.
What did you tell your friends?
I was very open. I told my friends that I have this pouch on the side of my stomach. You know, sometimes it makes funny noises, so don't be alarmed. I was very open.
You were, and how were they with their response?
Very understanding.
Really?
My friends were always very understanding with, 3 years of being sick, and they just understood that now I'm getting better, and that was a part of it.
Oh, wow.
Did they ask to see it, or did they just say, they just took your discussion of it and that was enough?
They took my word for it. A couple of my friends actually wanted to see it,
So did you show it to them?
so I showed it to them.
Yeah.
And they saw it, and that was the end of it.
And how about you?
I was like I didn't want to tell anyone, and I've only told like one of my, like, she's like my best friend. I've only told her, but no one's like really asked about it. Like, they just kind of know that I was sick, so no one really asked. But
So I guess there's no right or wrong answer. It's what
Mhm.
you feel like you want to do with, talking to other people about it.
How long were you out of school?
after the first surgery, I was out probably like, I wanted to go back to school. Like, I was excited to go back, so I only stayed, like, it was a weekend, so I went back Tuesday, I think.
So you were in the hospital for how long?
Well, before the surgery, after the surgery, I was in for like 6
Okay.
days.
And then you went back to school about 4 days later?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you were tough.
How about, okay,
What about
now that's
you,
gonna be
Al?
a tough act to
Okay,
follow.
I had my surgery over December vacation, over Christmas vacation, and I remember I was released Christmas Eve, and then Christmas was a Thursday, I believe. I got out Wednesday, and I was back in school on Monday.
Was getting the ostomy painful?
I was just, my stomach, like, it wasn't stomach pain, it was like kind of like the outside of it when I got up. It kind of hurt, like, when I went to sit up, but other than that, I was fine.
And then
Same.
did you go home on pain medicine?
Just for my shoulders, so like a lot of like air was like in my shoulders,
Oh,
so
from the
I had,
lab.
yeah, so I had to, they put me on a medicine if I needed it, but I never ended up using it, so.
I went home without any pain meds, and all I remember was the stomach muscles when I would get up or try to lean up or anything was sore, but that was it.
How did you pass your time in the hospital?
Well, my relatives came in, but like they didn't like talk to me because I didn't really want to talk. But they gave me like magazines and stuff, and that helped. And then I emailed like my relatives that didn't come in, or like my friends, and that helped too.
It was a mix of DVDs, my favorite movies, talking to friends, texting, and sleeping.
And did the child life specialist come in? Did they offer you anything to
Mhm.
help keep you busy?
I made a vase for my room, and I still use it.
Cool.
But the
you
thing
make
I
any
don't
vase?
recommend is watching TV because whenever I see a food commercial, I start like,
Oh.
I get like so mad that I can't eat.
That's all there is on
So-
TV, man.
So it might be better to watch a movie and
Yeah.
not television. 'Cause
Yeah.
movies don't have the commercials for all the
Yeah.
food, your favorite foods. That's a very
That's a
good
great
point.
idea.
Like, even foods that look disgusting, I wanted them like so bad. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'd eat this.
What do you eat when you have an ostomy?
I was so excited to eat. I like ate anything I could possibly eat. Like, I was just like so happy. But the thing I was mad about was that I couldn't have popcorn. So like when I went to the movies, everyone would be eating their popcorn. I'd just be sitting there watching them. But I ended up getting nachos. Those are good too. So.
There you go. Popcorn we discourage because we don't want people to get blocked because
Yeah.
whenever we eat corn and popcorn, it kind of goes in and out the same way.
How did you learn to take care of the ostomy?
Before you go home, one of the big things is that, you're taught, and your parent, one parent or both parents are taught how to change the bag. And you can't go home until that's done, correct?
Mhm.
So, and then you have to do it, and then with your parent or without your parent. So when do you guys feel like you both transition to taking care of the bag yourself?
Well, I've always had, like, what I do is I go in the shower and I take it off, and then my mom cuts a bag while I'm in the shower, and then when I get out, I just put it on.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing that since I've gotten it. So.
Okay.
What was it like seeing the ostomy for the first time?
I was so creeped out. It was just disgusting and gross.
And
Especially
was-
with like the clear bag where you could see everything. Oh,
yeah,
it was
because
so
we put you in a
gross.
clear bag after
Yeah.
surgery because we're very curious. We want
Yeah.
to make sure it stays
Well,
nice and beefy red, just like the tissue on the inside of your cheek.
Yeah.
But do you remember what it was like the first time you looked at it?
It was pretty cool. It was just like another appendage. It's
Did your stoma move? Did you ever see it when you, because a lot of times
Yeah.
kids will ask us, am I gonna feel it? Am I gonna feel poop when it comes out?
I didn't even look at it. I was like, I refused to look at it. I thought it was just disgusting, so I didn't really look at it that much.
So when did you transition though? Okay, that's, I think that might be an initial reaction. So then, you know, you're obviously taking care of it now, or you took care of it. So, so you just don't look at it, you just kind of do it?
Well, I obviously have to when I'm in the shower, but like I don't really like mind it because I've been there for a while, but it's just I can't like picture it not there. So, but
What did you tell me though when you came today? You can't wait to,
get the third surgery.
yeah, to get,
That'll be a happy day.
yeah, so. And what about you, Al? You, did you have a similar, like your mom helps you cut it out, or do you do it all yourself, or how do you guys do it?
my mother measured it and then cut the bag, and then I would be laying on my back and I would, have the little the prep pads and get everything ready, and then I'd put the bag on, and that would be it.
So you guys pretty much did it yourselves. It was just having an assist doing the cutting.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it wasn't like they were putting it on you.
Yeah.
You guys were pretty much doing that. So that's
Yeah.
kind of a teamwork kind of thing. I think that works really well for most people. You know, that at least you got backup.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you keep ostomy supplies with you?
I've actually never done that, but I've never like had a problem. But you should. But I don't know. I'd be worried like someone would go in my bag and see it. So I've never like brought one, but
Not
you
at
should.
school. You don't have anything at school.
No.
Okay. Cool.
I kept a little plastic bag with all the supplies in the bag in my backpack, but I never had to use it at once.
So what some of the kids will do is they'll take CD holders that the sleeves, because different colors on the outside, and they put their supplies like a pouch, a baggie, so they can dispose of a used pouch. If there's somewhere, they'll do a prep pad. Or other kids will use non-see-through like pencil cases, or a lot of guys will do that. Girls will use a cosmetic bag that you can't see through.
What activities can you do with an ostomy?
I've never had a major problem with it. I never really remember it's there sometimes. Like, I just like totally forget about it. I try not to remember about it, and nothing's really happened. So.
And you do everything.
Well, besides karate, that wouldn't be good.
I had it for my 6 months, and I just avoided contact sports, and that was it. And then right after my second surgery, I got right into paintballing again.
Oh, paintballing. There you go.
What's it like after surgery?
Well, when I was sick, I was like, I did all different sports, but I was always worried like I'd get a cramp or I'd have to go to the bathroom, or like I did cheerleading and like you couldn't really go to the bathroom, like you kind of had to be there to cheer, and I'd get worried that like something would happen, so like sometimes I didn't go, and that just like prevent me from doing like other stuff, and like sometimes I couldn't go to school because it would hurt like so bad. But like after the surgery, it was fine. Like I could do anything.
Would you just always empty your pouch before you went to
Yeah.
do an activity? So he's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So you knew it
Always.
was nice and flat and empty before
Yeah.
you started something.
What meds do you take after the ostomy?
How many meds were you taking when you both were sick? Do you remember?
I had the TAC medicine, and then I had a steroid, and then I had the magnesium pill, and then I had an iron pill. So it was like, at one point, it was like 13 pills a day, like altogether.
And then did you have to do enemas too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you, Al?
I was on 8 in the morning, and then the anti-nausea in the middle of the day, and then 8 at night.
So now you're down to nothing.
Nothing.
Just
Yeah.
just
Right.
What's life like after surgery?
needs to be done.
If I knew what I know now back then after I was first diagnosed in June, then after that first summer of being on Colzol and it not working, I would have gone right into surgery. Because the difference between, not having as bad of a flare up and being healthy is so much. It's
Mhm.
just incredible.
Mhm.